Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast. Today is Wednesday, November 16th, 2016. I'm Donis Wilkinson-Keynes. In a quest to further promote dialogue among social partners in St. Kitts and Nevis and strengthen the process of policy making in the world of work, the Department of Labour, in collaboration with the International Labour Organization, ILO Decent Work Team, and Office for the Caribbean, hosted a two-day training workshop at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort. The workshop, which ran from Tuesday 15th to Wednesday 16th November, saw a number of issues being discussed, including good practices from other countries and social dialogue in St. Kitts and Nevis. A presentation on labor administration and ILO Convention number 150 and Recommendation 158, perspectives from social partners on the draft labor code and the way forward for the draft labor code was also made. Minister of Labour, the Honourable Vance Amy, delivered the feature address at the opening ceremony, noting that the training is timely as sessions such as these are of paramount importance to the Federation.
The fact that this training is taking place today is, for me, a great accomplishment, and I want to congratulate the Department of Labour for coordinating this training. I have sought through our discussions from the inception of my duties as Minister of Labour to emphasize the importance of training, because I see the transformation of our labour market environment as being essential to the whole positive reshaping of the dynamics of labour administration and social development and dialogue in St. Kitts and Nevis.
Amy explained that the training will prove beneficial to all, especially the younger population.
Today, as we go through the training exercise, discussing the issues which are important to us here in St. Kitts and Nevis, important to the tripartite arrangement, we see the transferring of important information that it will redound to the advancement of opportunities for our young people, our women and our men, to obtain or seek opportunities to obtain decent and productive work under conditions of freedom, equality, security, and human dignity. I think those are important issues which we have to ensure. And I want to suggest that these are irrefutably prerequisites for success and prosperity in our country.
Participants were encouraged to use the training sessions as a guide to better themselves, as a social dialogue is an important tool which is geared towards equipping them with the necessary skills needed to provide the kind of leadership to deal with the way labour issues are perceived in St. Kitts and Nevis, the region and the world. The workshop was attended by representatives from ILO, the St. Kitts and Nevis Teachers Unions, the St. Kitts and Nevis Trades and Labour Union, the St. Kitts and Nevis Chamber of Industry and Commerce, as well as the staff of the Department of Labour on both islands. Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Honourable Mark Brantley, says he is convinced of the value of the Commonwealth to small and developing states. Minister Brantley, who is also the Deputy Premier of Nevis, made his comments after a meeting with the Commonwealth Secretary General. In a message to Secretary General Patricia Scotland, Minister Brantley said, following on their meeting in her offices a few weeks ago, he is more convinced than ever that the Commonwealth remains a relevant and potent voice for its membership, and especially the broad matrix of small developing states that constitute the largest bloc of Commonwealth members. He said he is equally convinced that someone with her training and background and a natural understanding of both small developing states and large developed states provides the perfect leadership to continue to project the critical relevance of the Commonwealth to an increasingly complex world. 30 of the 52 Commonwealth members are described as small states and, along with vulnerable countries, helping them with challenges such as climate change, trade and economy post-Brexit, and rights for women and children have been top priorities for Secretary General Scotland. The Secretary General was also expected to attend the high-level segment of COP22 Climate Change Conference in Marrakesh and is expected to call for greater efforts to enhance measures to promote regenerative development to benefit the Commonwealth's vulnerable countries and small states. Meantime, the Honourable Mark Brantley, in his capacity of Minister of Foreign Affairs, is representing St. Kitts and Nevis at the COP22 Climate Change Conference in Marrakesh, Morocco. Noting that the Paris Agreement was entered into force on November 4th, Minister Brantley said it is the first step in redefining the world.
St. Kitts and Nevis is proud to have been among the first 15 countries to ratify the agreement on Earth Day. As we attempt to safeguard our children and our children's children, this agreement stands as an enduring symbol of our firm commitment to this meaningful cause. Mr. President, you will recall from our remarks at COP21 that St. Kitts and Nevis was experiencing a prolonged drought. Our government had to resort to rationing water to preserve our aquifers from saltwater intrusion. As we gather here in this ancient and beautiful city of Marrakesh, our country continues to experience an almost 3-year drought with a 55% deficit in our average annual rainfall since 2015. This is the reality of climate change.
St. Kitts and Nevis Minister Brantley said remains committed to a reduction of 22% and 35% in greenhouse gas emissions by the years 2025 and 2030.
Our government has embraced solar and wind energy initiatives in an effort to reduce our carbon footprint. This is the case even though our country's contribution to greenhouse gas emissions is insignificant. Through these means, we have achieved production of 2.5 megawatts of renewable energy. We intend shortly to add a further 10 megawatts of geothermal energy, which will ensure that fully 100% of Nevis's electricity needs are generated from renewables.
The Federation's achievements in solar energy are largely attributable to partnership with the Republic of China, Taiwan. Minister Brantley noted that as the Republic of China, Taiwan is a global model in renewable energy best practices, it should not be left out of climate change discussions. Minister Brantley asserted that transformative climate change financing should also be addressed in the conference as it is crucial.
Our government calls for climate financing that will translate into enhanced technology transfer and capacity building. Robust financing for adaptation is essential for small island states to manage the devastating impacts of climate change. We call on all developed countries to honor their financial commitment and to scale up contributions to ensure that the financing committed to is achieved.
He also expressed the sympathy to the government and the people of the Bahamas, Cuba, and Haiti who were affected by the passage of Hurricane Matthew, saying St. Kitts and Nevis understands a small island developing state's vulnerability to the impact of climate change. Still to come, we will be joining the host Everett Webber Herbert on his Let's Talk program, where we will engage taxpayers then again to win prizes if they know their taxes. We'll give you the details after this break.
At a loss as to what's going on in Nevis? Tune into NNC on NTV. Don't worry if you don't have cable either. NNC will bring the news to you wherever you are. Facebook and Facebook Live. YouTube and YouTube Live. NevisTVOnline.com. Roku app, NTV mobile app, Smart TV, Apple TV, and any other IPTV platforms. When me ANC and you ANC, NNC.
Welcome back. Know Your Taxes, Pay Your Taxes is the theme for the third celebration of the Inland Revenue Department's IRD Week. Senior Tax Officer Jamela Clark lists the activities that will be taking place.
Sunday the 20th of November, church service. Monday the 21st of November, elementary tax puppet show. Tuesday the 22nd, information tax center and radio talk program. Wednesday the 23rd, Tax Appreciation Day. Thursday the 24th, IRD Tax Trivia on the Streets. Friday, Annual Bake Sale. And Saturday the 26th, IRD Fund Sports Day.
The Inland Revenue Department hopes to have the public participate in the activities as it continues its tax awareness campaign with the motto, Building Our Nation Through Responsible Tax Administration.
On Tuesday, we will be mobile with our tax center in the Memorial Square, where persons who may not have the time to come and visit our department can visit us in the Memorial Square in passing and get their remittances and be able to get up-to-date information about their tax roll. On that same evening, we will be joining the host Everett Webber Herbert on his Let's Talk program, where we will engage taxpayers then again to win prizes if they know their taxes. We will be highlighting some of the steps that we're going to be taking at the department, where persons will be able to file and pay online. So tune in and you'll be able to win prizes if you know your taxes.
Assistant Comptroller at the Inland Revenue Department, Wanda Thompson. As the Gender Affairs Division continues its celebration of International Men's Day, this Friday, November 18th, the division will host an event that, among other things, is aimed at promoting the health of men and boys. The division's coordinator, Lorraine Archibald, says while the international theme is making a difference for men and boys, the local theme is grooming men for tomorrow, today. The division is partnering with the Department of Youth and Sports and the Health Promotion Unit to host the fair. The Department of Youth and Sports will be coordinating some other fun physical activities. The Gender Affairs Division's activities for International Men's Day commenced on Sunday with corporate worship at the Crossroads Community Church. On Tuesday evening, it jointly hosted the UE Open Campus Roaming Professors Lecture on Male Underachievement. The activities will culminate with a health walk and breakfast on Pinnis Beach from 6 a.m. on Saturday, November 26th. International Men's Day is celebrated annually on November 19th. That's it for this evening's edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, thank you for viewing. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes. Good night.